The roar of the Valerian Colosseum had reached a fever pitch moments before. Thousands of chittering insectoids filled the obsidian stands, their compound eyes glittering with anticipation. They had come to witness the execution of humanity's last champion. Instead, they would witness something far more terrifying. Captain Sarah Chen stepped through the reinforced gates, and the noise died instantly. She was small by galactic standards, barely 1.7 meters tall, her frame lean and scarred from decades of warfare. Against her, the Valerian champion towered at nearly 3 meters, its exoskeleton plated in hardened chitin that had never been breached in 30 consecutive arena victories. The crowd had bet their credits, their honor, their lives themselves on this being a quick execution. The arena master's voice crackled through the speakers, "Commence final trial." The champion shrieked, a sound designed to terrify, to intimidate, to break the will of lesser beings. It had worked on 47 previous opponents. Sarah didn't even blink. She moved. Humans were known across the galaxy for many things: their inexplicable capacity for art, their bizarre need for coffee, their tendency to form bonds with every life form they encountered. But what separated humanity from every other species in the known universe was something far more primal: adaptability born from desperation. The champion lunged with bladed forearms extended. Sarah rolled beneath the attack, feeling the razor-sharp edges whistle past where her head had been microseconds before. She came up firing, not with weapons, but with her fists. 3 strikes in rapid succession to the champion's thorax, each one finding the narrow gaps between plates where the exoskeleton was thin. The crowd remained utterly silent. The champion shrieked again, stumbling backward. It had never encountered an opponent who didn't try to match its strength. Strength was what the Valorians understood. Strength was what made the galaxy work. Yet here stood a creature that weighed perhaps 1/3 its mass, and it was bleeding, actually bleeding, from wounds inflicted by bare hands. For the first time in the history of the arena, a Valerian champion showed fear. Sarah pressed her advantage. She had fought in trenches on worlds whose names had been erased from records. She had survived plagues engineered by civilizations that no longer existed. She had watched her entire colony starve while defending them against 3 different alien invasions in a single year. A single opponent, no matter how formidable, was simply another problem that required solving. The champion attempted a spinning counterstrike, a move that had disemboweled countless foes. Sarah caught its limb mid-motion, an act that defied physics according to every Valerian expert in attendance. She pivoted, using the champion's own momentum against it, and slammed it into the arena floor with a force that cracked the reinforced surface. The silence deepened. The champion tried to rise, but its movements had become sluggish, desperate. Sarah had broken 3 of its limbs, a disability that would have meant certain death in the wild. The creature made one final lunge, a suicide attack born from genetic programming that demanded honor even in defeat. Sarah sidestepped and struck with precision born from necessity. When the genetic code of a species forbade surrender, you had to make them unable to continue fighting. She left no room for doubt, no chance for a counterattack. When it was over, the champion lay motionless in the center of the arena. Sarah stood breathing heavily, blood dripping from her knuckles, some her own, mostly not. She looked up at the crowd, at thousands of Valorians who had never considered that their apex predator could be defeated. More than that, could be dominated so thoroughly that the outcome was never in question. She walked to the fallen champion, grasped its head, and carried it toward the exit as the gravity of what they had witnessed settled over the arena like a funeral shroud. The Valerian Empire ruled the galaxy through fear, through unquestionable military superiority, through breeding warriors that none could challenge. Yet they had forgotten something crucial about humanity: humans didn't fight to show superiority. They fought to survive. They fought because their families depended on it, because their worlds would perish if they failed. Humans fought like nothing else in the universe fought. As Sarah disappeared through the gates, the arena remained absolutely silent. In that silence lived a revelation that would reshape galactic politics for generations to come. The small, fragile species they had dismissed as a minor nuisance had just redefined what death meant. The age of Valerian dominance had ended with a single punch. If you like this story, drop your comment and subscribe channel. Thank you.